Right, another evening of fishing commences shortly. Just getting stuff out of my van. This is my trusty van. Beds that slide out there, cupboards all underneath, cooker, drawer with bits and bobs in, my wardrobe over here, and yeah, my trusty old fishing house. Got solar panels and leisure batteries under the cupboards. So, all equipped for travelling around and fishing. Right, today I am hitting Norman's Bay. We have a really nice super bright moon happening over there, which is pretty banging, so that's pretty good. Right, I've got my rods. I'm not going to take my bivvy with me, I'm going to brave it. I've got my bucket, that's it. Right, let's set up some baits. There's fishermen right on where I wanted to go, so I've walked down a couple of beaches just so as I can keep out of their way. Right, I'm pulling out my 2-hook clip down rig. It's not a Portsmouth rig, it's just my 2-hook scratching rig. Sometimes use for today, because yesterday I was using the loop rig, so I was using one of them. It's just over a size 2 hook, a little bit bigger, not mega big. Just going to load it up with a bit of fresh lug, get that out. This will be on my multiply reel on the Sonic Black, so we'll see how that fares. Tide's coming in. It is about 7:30, so it's been coming in for about an hour now. This low tide was at just gone 6, so getting a bit of water coming through, and yeah, just gonna bash on some little baits. I'll set up the other rod once I get this one out. Do the same as what I did yesterday. I've got a whole mackerel with me today, so when that defrosts I might cut a fillet off of it and do a fillet of mackerel as well on a single pulley rig, or I might just chuck mackerel out on another one of these 2-hook scratching rigs, because they're big enough hooks to do that. Small baits, small mackerel baits. Happy days. Back out fishing again. Yippee! Love it! Right, put my thumb stool on. It's not a thumb stool really, it's a finger stool, but I use it as a thumb stool. Thing is with these ones, the velcro on them were shit, so I had to wrap it around my wrist and then pretty much tie it off. So it stays put. So, right, that's it. Let's get this bad boy out and then I can get on with the other one. And it's that one I want. Got bells as well, but don't bother tonight, not just yet. Right, these are the lights that I use. They clip over the tip, and when you screw them down, it flashes red. Like that. Let's go and get that on the tip of my rod. Right, that's my first rod set up, sitting there, nice and proud. Now I'm going to get on and set up my other rod now. Right, this one I'm going to do is a single panel on a single pulley rather. Not too big a hook, just a small little hook. Just gonna these are the mackerel heads, so I'm gonna use the mackerel heads up, try my luck. Same as what I did yesterday. Didn't get nothing on the mackerel, but these are a bit more defrosted now today. So I should be able to get been sitting in a bucket of juice. Blood juice. So I'm just gonna wrap it up as nice as I can. That's pretty good. And I'll just stab it with the weight, just through the eyes and stuff, just get as much juice out and through the gills. There you go. Right, let's get this bad boy lobbed out and see if we can tempt anything worthy of taking such a bait. Actually, pretty decent. Happy days, got both rods out. Hellraiser with my fixed spool on, with a single hook pulley on with a mackerel head, and then my Sonic Black with the Dowie multiply reel on, running straight through braid with a couple of worm baits on. The tide was up at, well, the high tide's at about 5 to 12, so I might just fish it for a few hours tonight. It's clearer tonight, not so cloudy. Full moon over there, beautiful. Stars out in succession, but you can't see it on this phone, not so well. It's blowing, it's supposed to be blowing north-northeast wind, up to 13 to 15 kilometres, which is probably only about 6 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour, if that. But yeah, it seems pretty still at the moment. It's giving off a little bit of rain maybe, or sleet later, but yeah, deal with that when that comes. It's clear, not as many clouds as last night. Oh, I've got a bite. I had a bite. Something had a go. And the rod with the red light. Just go let that fester for a minute. See what goes on. Something's having a go on it. Yes, happy days. It's exciting. It's exciting. Just waiting for the fish to be biting. It's exciting. When you're waiting for the fish to go biting, let's hope it's not whiting. Let's hope it's something other than whiting. So exciting. Well, you should always reach for the moon, which is there, because it means that you always be up amongst the stars. You get me? I do like that reflection that it casts on the water. I think they call it Jacob's Ladder or something, when the moon and the sunlight does that. It's really nice when you kayak out in the winter like this, when the moon, full moon, kayaking, because it is pretty bright out. It's nice. Right, yes, Norman's Bay, I am at the beginning, well, I'm still partially in Pemsley Bay. I'm at the end. Next beach along I've say towards the moon, I'll be literally on Norman's Bay. So I haven't done this end that much, so I thought I'd give it a go. There's a toss up of coming here or to Couden or Alice's Pike. I opted for here because Couden's, it's alright, it's good, but I don't think it's quite right for Couden yet. Yeah, got a fish on. Got something knobbing on it. Let's hope it's not a whiting. Fish are biting. It's very exciting. When I want something other than a whiting. Holding bottom. What can you believe it? What was I saying? It's exciting when the fish are biting. It's a small little whiting. Put him back. Into Adam and Eve. First fish, a whiting. Nothing very exciting. It was just a little whiting. Right. Spread that sucker on there. Get that one clipped up and thrown out again. Tide's coming in, I'm going to have to move my rods back again in a minute. The water's making my phone go haywire. Got a bit of water on the screen. Sends it dilally. Need a better head torch. Need better lighting. Right, it's another worm on. Put that up. Oh, I do have mixed feelings about this multiply reel because it doesn't bugger off me sometimes. Just reeled in to a double shot of bloody whiting. Just literally threw that multiply reel out there. Messing about with my what's the name, baits and one whiting. This one's quite a chunk. Not bad size. Two whiting. 3 whiting so far. Oh well, it's not very exciting because all that are biting is bloody whiting. Right, let's change these baits over. See if we can't get something a bit better. God, literally, I just threw that out, sorted out my I brought in the fixed ball with the mackerel head on, relaunched that over to the far side now. And I've got a bit more feeling. The drift is horrendous. And yeah, no, as soon as I put that down in the rod, the multiply reel rod was going 10 to the dozen. Reeled it in, double shot. I hope it's not going to be another night of whiting. It's funny, early in the year I was so happy to catch whiting because it was a novelty. Now I'm like, next. It's all good. I'm grateful, I'm thankful. At the end of the day, I'm out here fishing the mighty beaches in between Pevensey and Norman's Beck. What other species can you kick up other than whiting? Only time will tell. Right, let's click this bad boy back up and get their sink on the merrily way. I was just about to say that I was having a bit of trouble with the multiply reel. Sometimes it casts nicely, sometimes it sticks a bit, giving me a little bit of jib. Don't know whether it's worth the effort with the multiply reel, but I shall persevere. Might prep some fish baits, proper fish baits, rather than these heads. Because I didn't have much luck with heads. I've never had luck with mackerel heads. Some people swear by them, but I've not had a single take on a mackerel head. I thought I'd just bring them out and use them up, because they just sit in the freezer and they're just, yeah. So I might, when I move up, I might prep some nice little fish baits to go on the hooks. Right. Tried multiple times to record this and my phone is playing absolute silly buggers with me. Right, third time lucky. I am prepping some mackerel. It's still a bit frozen, so I've cut it up. I've done the biggest bit for my pulley panel when I bring that in. These mackerel heads I don't seem to get on with, don't seem to work very well. Never caught anything on them, so that's coming off when I reel that in. And yeah, I'll put a bit of mackerel on. I'm doing some small ones, that sort of size, just for my 2-hook flacker that I got out. And I'm doing one sort of like that for pulley panel. It's still frozen, so I have to manipulate it a little bit just to try and get some form of togetherness. Together forever. It's exciting. 3 bloody whiting. No, 4 whiting. I can't remember now. Probably one of them, innit? Night full of whiting. The last one was a double shot of bloody whiting. One of them was quite a nice size actually, to be fair. Small little pin whiting to start with. Right, this one I'm going to prep for pulley. Still keeping an eye on my rods. Right, I've got a bit of elastic on them just so they can be manipulated onto my hooks in a minute. Well, I won't cut that one. I'm not going to cut it all up straight away. Just going to make do with that for now. All the whilst I'm messing around, baiting. It's all the time that I'm not got my eyes on the rod. And potentially could be missing fish. So, right, that'll do for that for now. So, do another portrait moment. Just reeled into my multiply reel. It took loads of fucking light. And we have our first little dogfish. Yay! Only about nearly 500 centimetres. Cool. 500 centimetres. What am I on about? I'm used to working in millimetres. But yeah, 500 millimetres. Right, fish bait's going on now. Pull it from a baiting needle, just like I would a lugworm, just to help get it on the hook. Cool, I didn't have to take some line out. I had the drag set a little bit too slack, and yeah, took quite a bit of line out of that cheeky little dogfish. Let's see if I can get this mackerel on this hook without the hook coming. No, it's already come off. Try doing it so it's easier. Dogfish. Right, let's go. Right, my intentions were to bring in the pulley rig, but I noticed that multiply rod reel was losing line, so something was stripping line on it, and that's what presented me with the old doggy. So I am now going to pull in the pulley rig, and as usual, nothing's gone for the mackerel head. I'll waste the time, to be fair. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this bad boy in. Just round the eye off the hook. Do it as tight as I dare. Well, at least got a dogfish, so 2 species so far. Other than a whiting. It's going to be the same as last night. Don't think there'd be any rays about. It does feel quite rainy though, but maybe a possibility. Never say never. I hope that other sequence I've done and the other rig, that bottom clip didn't clip. Didn't have no hassles with that rig yesterday. They're the same Genie splashdowns that I was using. One of them was a bit of a pain in the arse, it kept letting me down. I've separated that and I haven't been using that. Right, that's that. We'll blast that out, but I might have to move my stuff up again. Well, just reeled in my multi-fly rod. Right, just cast it out because it was thumping a little bit. Just going down there to move my rods up. And yeah, another dogfish. Not a dogfish again. Hoping it's something a bit more substantial on the other rod. But I need to reel this in so I can bring the other rod up closer without disturbing it. So how about that? Same size again, about 50 odd centimetres, so nothing major. I do like dogfish. It's such a nice creature. Right, let's get him back. Get that round on. I will alternate it, mackerel and bloodworm. Beans have got mackerel. Might as well use it. Yeah, it's quite a bit of so either just stretch it out a bit or it's casting on the bottom hook. Oh well, never mind. Right, let's get this out then. Right, let's patiently wait now. I'm going to have a bit of a breather because I've been on my feet all this time. It's like I'm sweating my nuts off here. I'm going to take my coat off. I'm going to have a little sort out of the gear and then, yeah, have a cigarette and sit down and relax. And if the rod's gauge potentially doesn't, I don't care. With the neck snood wrapped around your neck and whatever not, it's certainly keeping me warm. Oh, it is really nice. Stars out in the falls, the clear sky. There's a patch from yesterday. Yesterday was cloudy, quite moody looking. And today, it's a nice clear sky with the stars out. Getting my mucking birds waddled. Yeah, I can see, oh, is that Mars? I can see Mars over there. I see Venus. And I think that one over there, I'm not sure what other one's about. Jupiter, was that? Oh, shooting star. Oh my God. Oh wow. Oh yes. I just watched the shooting stars like flashing past Jupiter or whatever it is. How cool is that? Oh no, it's an aeroplane. Oh, that was definitely a shooting star over there though. Oh my God. That was banging. I love it when you're out in evenings like this. You know what I mean? Especially when you can chill out and just sort of like think, sod the rods, they do what they do, you know what I mean? Not really that bothered at the end of the day. Fish hook themselves up, there themselves up. But yeah, there's some nice alignments going on. It's quite nice. And that made my day, seeing the shooting star. Not often you see them, especially when you're in urban town and stuff. Reeled in my multiply rod. Yeah, you guessed it. Another whiting. On my mackerel bait. Let's see if we can another rig sorted out. It's hard work, it's not all just sitting on the seashore, chilling out and relaxing, like what some people probably think. You know what I mean? You do have to put some work in it. Today has been one of them sessions where I've been working my nuts off. So little results really. I mean, for the odd tide coming up to my rod stand, I'll have to move that double sharpish in a minute, otherwise that would be swept away in the water. Hopefully I've got enough time to put baits on this. Yeah, as I was saying, putting in some hard work this tonight and last night for so little reward, if you like. And it's good, I mean they're catching, so it's not a loss. Some days are easier than others. Tonight is one of them nights where it's hard work. I'm constantly on the go. Busy. Which is nice because before you know it, you've got got into a few little fish, and yeah. Right, and I'll get this bad boy casted out as well. Have to move you up again. Before we drown. Smells like someone's having a fire. It's pretty decent. Right. Right, that multiplier reel was doing my head in tonight because it cast out alright the first couple of times. Now it seems to cast out only so far, then it snatches. And it's not birds nesting up or nothing. And I've let out a bit of line, and yeah, there's no apparent tangle or nothing. 3 rolls afterwards. So I don't know what's going on there. It just seems to be just at a certain distance, it just comes to an abrupt stop for some reason. Yeah, with no bird's nest, no overrun, nothing. And I've pulled out, you know, a couple of foot. Before, I walked up the beach and pulled out quite a few yards just to see, you know, if anything was untoward, whether it's overrun somewhere and it's, you know, gone underneath or looped itself or something. But no, nothing. I don't understand that. So it's not getting out as far as I'd like to go because it keeps stopping. It's a bit of an annoyance, that is. This is the thing with multipliers. I mean, I love them when they're working really well, but when they're not working great or you're having problems with them, they are pants. They are, you know what I mean? I trust the old fixed ball with the old pulley rig on, working a dream. Casts consistently, pretty much the same distance, about 80 yards, 90 yards. You know what I mean? And the multiplier should be able to do about 100 odd yards, which I know I can now. And yeah, I'm not achieving that at the moment because of a bloody glitch that it's got. So I need to look into that. I don't know what's occurring there. But hey ho, that's my moan over with. See if we get into some more fish. Getting another bite on the rod. Let's see, shall we? They are becoming a bit of a nuisance tonight now. Right, stick another bait on. Thing is, they're so greedy that they deep swallow the hooks and that lot. And one, it knackers your hooks up. There's only so many times your hooks can be sort of manipulated out of a whiting's mouth. Yeah. Well, what can I say? Annoying whiting. I think the whiting have overtaken the doggies so far. It's really annoying. I'd rather catch doggies, not 6 or 7 whiting to like one dog. So yeah, I'd rather catch something totally different, to be fair. But might pack it in at this rate. It's 10 past 10. Because I don't think I'm going to get much going on. Other than what I'm getting at the moment, which is a ton load of whiting. Might make this the last chance cast. I'll give it to about 10:30. It's 10:15 now. So it's another hour and 45 minutes. 12 o'clock. 10 to 12 is high tide. The way this is going, might reel in my big pulley. See what's on that. Fresh out that bait, fry it out for the last time, and then that'd be it. That massive, great big bait. Look at it. Another greedy whiting. literally he's got that wedged in his mouth. I'm surprised he can even breathe. Such gannets. Bloody great big bait. I'm surprised he could even fit that in his mouth. Look. Huge great big bait. I might not even bother setting this one up, to be fair. Just getting played with whiting. It's fucking ridiculous. So yeah, I'm going to pack up this rig, pack up this rod. I'm going to call it a night after this, I think. I've got a gripe with this bloody Penn Tidal XTL reel. Is the bloody, this silly little line clip is fucking pathetic. They need to sort that out, because you can't clip your line underneath it. Look, there's not enough to be able to get a line in there. It's so stupid. I don't, you know, it's a bad design, that is. The reel's bloody fantastic, other than that. It's just let down by the line clip to clip your line onto. It's just might as well not be there. It's not that great. Right, that's my Fury rod. Just going to tie that up, put that in its box, and then I'll reel in the other one. Let's see what we got on here, shall we? There's the worm baits on it, and the multiply reel, so. It's going to be one or the other, it's going to be both. Whiting on the bottom. Whiting. And we've got this little chap perfectly on the bottom lip hooked. Little doggy. Oh mate, open your mouth, let me get this fish out for you. There you go. Go to sleep. It's only a little one. About 450 centimetres, something like that. Right, let's get this up. Well, there you go. That ended the session with a double shot of whiting and dogfish. Basically, that sums up the evening. And like I said, I'm not staying out just to catch a load of whiting. Right, I'm packing it up. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.